This is the tale of your Yamcharoid. The tale of time. Never gonna tell you. So, everyone's putting up their stuff, everyone's putting their things. Well, this was my original plan for this character. Not to go into anything else, not to create other characters. I was gonna make this. You are Yamcharoid. So, the actual thing was I was creating a slight fanfic. Okay? The full story is a little bit weird, but what happens is Yamcha instead of being destroyed during the Cyberman attack, the Yamcha left behind is different. Okay, guys, the Yamcha left behind in my story is instead a cloned Yamcha, and they just took another one. Okay, so they took the real Yamcha, they left something else behind. Okay, guys. So here's how it's gonna go, and as you can see, he has a different item, and it comes from each Z fighter. Okay, each of these items is taken from the last time he fought them or the last time he took them down. Okay, so during each of these times, he basically kills them and takes a piece of their clothing, so he can make it into his own. What happens throughout the story is Yamcha awakens the ability to go Ultra Instinct, but in a separate way from Saiyans. Okay? And the thing that happens is this, okay, guys? How he unlocks it is not how a Saiyan unlocks it. Basically, the exact terminology for Ultra Instinct says you must break the barrier to move on. Well, Yamcha's barrier was not what it originally was. So his barrier for himself was never a fight. It was actually the balance that he needed. So not having any person to go to anymore and not having any person to go against, he officially is now the only fighter left in his timeline, alongside being the only person capable of fighting anyone. So he got so strong that out of the many things to happen, it took the might of the Supreme Kai of Time to take him down. Why the Supreme Kai of Time? Because she thought the best way to deal with it was to put him in an endless loop. Endless as in he will constantly be stuck in this loop for life, because basically when he unlocked Ultra Instinct, it was so similar to the angels themselves that he couldn't control, that he's naturally gifted already with speed, but his speed increased to the point where the only way to stop him is to loop him. His whole power is his speed. So in this format, he has gained speed so fast that after image is nothing. Even someone attempting to go after him can't touch him unless they have a equal or a topped up speed. So yes, this Yamcha was insanely long coming in, but this was the original thought process for this Yamcha, where every little thing that happened to him ended up creating his level of Ultra Instinct. Okay, guys? So, he not only is the fastest now, but because of how badly he took down the rest of the Z fighters, he is technically stronger than a lot of the fighters he will come up against. The main thing is the Supreme Kai of Time is choosing to fight him, or choosing to send something else to fight him, and put him in this endless loop, because if he ever gets out, the entire universe is dead. The entire universe goes away. Every part of the Dragon Ball, and basically Zeno's gonna have a big problem trying to fight this guy, okay? Zeno's gonna have an insanely big problem, because this version of Yamcha is technically not under his control, okay? This version of Yamcha is not part of the universes he created. Okay, like it's it's basically this. It's not part of a universe. It's part of an omniverse within the universe, which technically grants him escape. Okay, as it keeps on going through, Supreme Kai of Time finally gets to him, and she sticks him in an endless loop of battle after battle in the worst scenario, hoping to break him. It doesn't break him. Instead, it gives him a reason to keep fighting. So, this version of Yamcha is officially capable of stuff no Z fighter has even been able to do. Goku, no one else can match this Yamcha in speed or anything else known. And even if UI Goku does take him on, there is a more likely chance that UI Goku will die immediately upon the battle finishing, because no one really knows what this Yamcha is really capable of. No one can tell because Supreme Kai at time forced him away. Main move set, gonna put this out there right now. Main move set: Faint Crash, Angry Hit. I put in Angry Hit, Faint Crash, Total Detonation Ball, some good stuff, right? But the main thing about this is using that speed to his advantage. Okay, so it's, as it goes through, he's got the Super Soul. Leave all the rest to me, because literally that's his role. Leave all the rest to me. Okay. It keeps on going. He's stuck in this endless loop, and with each time he beats the Supreme Kai at time in the loop, it resets. He remembers the next loop starts, and with each loop, he gets stronger and stronger. So, like I said, hyper movement, potential unleashed, lightning impact. Basically, this Yamcha is capable of so much. Final blow, all that. So, most of these moves are instants. Most of these moves are instants. I did not want to put that on the supers, because that would have, or ultimate attacks, because that would have been too much. Someone would have been screaming in the chat like, "Hey, what the heck is this?" Okay, but yeah, I put in Total Detonation Ball because it felt kind of right. Where, sure, 21 wasn't part of the thing, but I thought, what else would Yamcha have after taking on TN that is similar to a volleyball? Okay, guys, just leave it at that, okay? Now, as it keeps on going, he gets more and more abilities. In different areas he goes to, he gains the abilities from the strongest in that area. So he has taken down End of Z Goku, and thus did not allow GT to be made, okay? All of you GT fans out there, I'm sorry, I'm a fan too, but that's gotta go for this story, okay? So he took down End of Z Goku. He took down Vegeta from, I believe, End of Z, because that's his pants. And he took down, Tien was one of the first to take down, I believe that is either End of Z or Boost Saga for Master Roshi's glasses. And then the shoes, those shoes, okay. The shoes were a little bit of an odd choice, because I had to pick one that actually worked. But the outfit for the shoes is actually adult Gohan. So I believe during the Tenkaichi Budokai second tournament Gohan, okay guys, you notice Krillin's not here, but that's a different story I'm gonna work on later, maybe if I get back to it. But it keeps on going, it keeps on gaining power, right? The whole thing is, if he ever escapes, goodbye everything. This Yamcha has become so powerful, so fast, that if he does escape, and since Zeno can't stop him, not even the Grand Priest will be able to stop this level of power off of a mortal. And yes, he's technically still mortal, not angelic or anything. He's just a broken human. I mean, it is a Saiyan build, but that's more for a little bit of a trick. The reason he's UI Yamcharoid though is because he was controlled, and let's say he was controlled and even put in with the rest of the androids. Okay, so he got the cell treatment. Let's leave it at that. Okay, he got the cell treatment. So he did have some sand DNA. He was the test subject for that. But it's not what caused him to gain this. He has like 95% human, 2% Namekian, and 3% sand. Let's leave it at that for now. Okay. So as it goes through, all that's happened, right? And it keeps on going. So all of that went through. So he's not capable of anything very, like, he's not capable of Super Saiyan. He is capable of potential unleashed now that, or he had to go through potential unleashed to gain the ability to go UI in the first place. Okay, so all that went through. But, and this is a big but on this, okay? Because he's not a Saiyan, the UI isn't looking exactly like a Saiyan, okay? So, he did get the white hair. I did that for a dramatic effect. Let's just leave it at that, okay, guys? He got the white hair, but since he's not a full Saiyan, he doesn't get the glow from Goku or any of the physical changes. Basically, he is what currently what currently we would call a 50-50 mash, okay? He's got it in base, but he's also not got it in base, okay, guys? So I hope you like this, because this took a little bit to do, but I also hope you guys at least look a little bit into stuff like this, because I've seen the stuff happening with other people. I've seen the stuff going wrong. Why not give this stuff a try, right? Why not make what other groups believe to be unnatural or just plain wrong and give it life? Thank you, Xenoverse 2 community. I'll be working on the next one soon. That one's gonna be Jerry, the human who might have a bigger problem than one thinks here. So, thank you. I'm gonna go ahead, leave it off here, and see y'all soon.